Hello, everybody. Season's greetings, and welcome to Severed Studios 2024 Holiday Special.
Happy holiday.
Hello, hello.
Holiday.
I am your Dungeon Master this evening. I'm Josh. If you listen to our regular podcast, I play the Turtle. And around the virtual table tonight, we have...
Hello, it's me, Strrbuck. I'm playing Burgles, Graves Jr.
Hello, it's me, Claire. I'm playing Pupopulis.
Hey everybody, it's Bill, and I am playing Raucous Willowbreeze.
Hi, I'm Ron, and I'm not DMing. Yay! And I'm playing Sylbrix Thornface.
All right. So this Claus For Concern adventure, it can be found on dmsguild.com. It was written by BJ Keeton, and it's actually priced as pay what you want. So if you enjoy the adventure, you can easily pick it up and play it at your table. I have made just a couple adjustments, mostly in like setup narration and some proper names, just to make it a little less like specifically Christmas and a little more just kind of winter holidays flavor. We're at level 5 for this one, and I'm a moderately experienced DM, but this is my first time virtual DMing, and we're using some of the new 2024 abilities, spells, subclasses, I think. So, before I psych myself out, and without any further ado, let's begin Claus For Concern. I'd actually like to start out, before we get to where in the world we're starting, just with some introductions, and then we'll get to where we begin. So, whoever wants to go first, your name, species, class, and just kind of a description of your character.
I can go first since I went first before, and also that way I don't have to follow up anybody else.
Strategy.
I am playing Burgles Graves Jr., a Lightfoot halfling rogue thief. Shocking. He is just a tiny little guy, filthy. Think, what's that dirt kid from...
Peanuts?
The Peanuts, yeah.
Pigpen.
Yeah. So just like dust clouds everywhere. His preferred weapon is a shovel that has been passed down through the generations because grave tending is a family tradition.
All right, who's next?
I think that would be me. I'm playing Pupopulis. He's a bugbear, wild magic sorcerer. Pupopulis, son of Krampus Pupopulis. And he is just a little guy in 5, not in stature, 7'2". Very scary looking, but also kind of cute. Doesn't super want to follow in his father's footsteps, but will throw rocks at kids. I know. What can I say?
I'll go next. So I'm playing Raucous Willowbreeze, Rocky to her friends. She's a 5'4" satyr, sleight of build, bursting with energy and pizzazz. Always has her hair in pigtails, which provide the 2 downward jolts of organic energy. And she's got the short little horns coming up. She is a College of Eloquence bard, and is kind of on extended tour because she was an entertainer extraordinaire in the court of Titania, Summer Queen of the Feywild, but she's no longer with the court for some reason. So she's excited to be checking out what this whole place is around. And I decided that the Feywild was in the south. The southern Feywild is the last place the court was, so Rocky is here for fun. Let's party!
And I am playing, Ron is playing Sylbrix Thornface. I am a male elf barbarian. He has long brown hair, hazel eyes. He just wears, he's very strong, but he's short. He's 5'2". He's a muscle elf. Just basically wears like an open vest, no shirt underneath it. And That's probably going to bite me in the butt once we figure out we're in the snow or something like that. But I'm very, very fast. And my hair is always messed up because I'm always moving so fast. And I have the speedy feet and the barbarian fast movement. Plus my speed starts at 35. And now, so my walking speed is 55 feet around. So I get there very, very quick.
He's here, he's there, he's everywhere.
19. 5'2". Oh, just don't look up muscle elves on muscle elf online because nobody needs to look at that. Like, Google that. Don't Google that.
I feel like it might fix my abs.
I've definitely accidentally Googled words. I didn't know what things meant.
Muscle elves. All right, excellent. Now that we know a little something about each of you, we can get started. I did want to mention just you guys you've adventured together for at least a short time. We don't super need to get into specifics in that unless it like comes up in conversation or whatever, but you're at least familiar with each other as much as you decide you want to be. So we will begin with Claus For Concern. So the last beams of sunlight shine through the windows of the River Shining Tavern, one of Daggerford's 6 inns, before finally being snuffed out by the horizon. It is the eve of the winter solstice, and the cozy but admittedly drafty 2-story tavern is decorated to the nines to celebrate the holiday. Colorful flowers and holly vines line the bar. There are wreaths of berries and twigs that adorn every door in sight. There's a small fireplace that crackles to fight the cold, and a sparkling silver-leaved tree demands your attention as it towers in the center of the tavern's common area. The air may be frigid and thin, but the atmosphere is warm, welcoming, and what some may even describe as merry. You find yourselves forced to spend the night here on your way to spend tomorrow's solstice holiday in Waterdeep, which was the initial goal, but so I'm going to roll a d4. Of course it is. Cram's antics caused a delay in your travels.
What do you
were
mean?
Those antics? What caused the delay, Cram?
Cram.
Well, I saw that there was this child, and he was making fun of this other child, so I had to throw some rocks at him. It is family tradition.
All right, well, caught up in some rock-throwing shenanigans, made you guys late. You could have maybe tried to shoot your way to the rest of the way to Waterdeep, but it would just probably be too late. And why not stop at the small little town of Daggerford? So you all are at this tavern. A couple drinks in. It's warm. It's cheery.
I go up to the bar, and I'd be like, I'm really cold, and I'm thirsty, and isn't it tradition to have some hot chocolate? Do you have any hot chocolate?
There's a woman tending the bar. It's pretty busy, so there's actually like 3 people tending the bar, but there's a woman there who you've seen making her rounds. Yes, of course. Glenn, please get this man a hot chocolate. And as far as you being cold, you do know it's winter, right? The solstice is tomorrow. You're familiar with that?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Uh-huh. Do you need a blanket? I could get you a blanket if you want.
That would be most appreciated. I would definitely pay for it if you want. If you're just wanting to sell.
If you just leave it in your room when you're done, we'll clean it as everything else. Glenn, a blanket as well, hot chocolate and blanket for this fine gentleman here. My name is Danica. If you need me, I'm the owner of the place. Have a nice evening. Do you all have a room yet? Is it the 4 of you? You came from that booth over there?
We just arrived. Someone was throwing rocks at children.
I don't know who it could be.
Sounds awfully like it could have been you.
I don't know.
Is that a sack of rocks at your hip?
Maybe you should mind your own business.
Maybe you should leave the rocks in the bag while we're in the tavern, please. It is Solstice Eve.
Okay.
Well, it's convenient that you come at this time. Well, actually, we're pretty busy. We do only have one room left, though. So if you're looking for a place to stay, do you guys need it? Do you want to jump on that, or?
Well, take it.
All right. So it's upstairs. It's got 2 human-sized beds. You're huge, but the rest of you are a little smaller, so it'll probably work. You may need to get cozy, but it's your room if you want it.
I have a question. Now, do you have stables where maybe some people could stay?
We do, but they're also pretty packed with horses.
Well, I mean, if somebody was willing to cozy up with a horse, would that be okay? Would you let someone stay out there?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, great. And then Rocky's going to go around and see if she can't find someone who has a room to convince to go sleep in the stables so they can have their room.
Hilarious. Okay, roll a D20. Are you knocking on doors or going around the lobby tavern?
Well, I'm gonna see if there's anyone that seems like they've. I'll go to a door. That's better. If I know someone's in a room already, that's better. And it'll be I'll knock on the door until I find someone where somebody answers.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you knock on 3 or 4 doors until you find somebody that's finally just in their room already, and it's oh golly, you find it's a halfling man answers the door. Hello, sir.
Well, first of all,
help you?
That's fine. They, sir, lady, I think
I'm sorry,
sometimes.
ma'am.
That's all right.
It's
fine.
I've been taking a nap. It's
whatever makes you happy, Sugar Plum. I'm not one to judge. I'm just here to spread joy. Now, look, I was wondering if you had heard about the Traveler's Special. I know they stuck you in one of these stuffy rooms up here where you can't see anything. You're just trapped. It gets terrible overnight from what I've heard. But they have new special accommodations that put you in touch with your animal nature. And I think that's something I could see that would befit a brawny man like you. And I was wondering if maybe, you might be interested in doing that.
Animal nature, you said?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. So I know. I can tell that you are a man who likes to rough it, shall I say?
But between you and me, actually, I am not. But I have been trying to be more. You see, there's a girl that she's more into the rugged man. So what is this place?
Is this girl? Is she here? Is it someone who I could help you? I'm an excellent wing woman.
No, I'm actually. She lives in Waterdeep, and I'm
we're
going
headed to Waterdeep. I could talk you up. I could say, "Oh my gosh, what's your name, Sugar Plum?"
My name is Elkin.
Elkin. I could say, "Oh my God, I met Elkin at the tavern. Oh, he was intense. He took my world and he shook it up like a bag of rocks. I'm telling you, he was the brawniest, strongest, and his feet, oh my God, the hair on his feet, sensuous. I'm telling you, I can help you out. You tell me where this girl is, you spend one night in the rugged accommodations, and you're the man.
Roll a persuasion or performance, depending on...
I'll take performance, because it's slightly higher.
Cool.
That is a 26.
Elkin got a 5. Let me just get 1 second. And he runs away for a second, and you can hear just shuffling of bags and drawers and stuff. And he comes back with a duffel bag thrown over his shoulder and a big bouquet of flowers. And I've been picking these for her name is Elmira. She stays. He lists some street in Waterdeep that I don't want to think about right now.
Sure.
And if you'll really talk to her, would you give her these two? I've been picking up my whole walk.
I will deliver them from you, and you know what I like about them? Just like you, Elkin, they're wild flowers. That's why they're gonna appeal.
Oh, I hope this works. Where's this animalistic accommodation?
You're going to go downstairs, and you're going to go up to the bartender and tell him that you tell him Rocky sent you down and said that you're going to take the special accommodations where all the animals are. He'll know what it is, and then I'll make sure that everything up here is fine. You just hand me your key, Sugar Plum.
All right. He does one more sweep around the room just to make sure he got everything, and he takes the key, and he as he's walking away, he's just like posturing himself up and like, all right, rugged man, animals, and I guess you scored a second room. Cool. So with that, then Danica comes at some point in the drinks and brings you a key to the original room. And you actually find that it happens to be one of those conjoining rooms, so you have easy access to each other. It's getting late. There's still kind of the people who obviously are not traveling in the morning that are still up, but most other people are starting to go to sleep, either continuing to Waterdeep or somewhere else. Do you guys head to bed, or do you do anything else before the night?
Cram looks over at Burgles and just says,
Hey, what's this?
and uses prestidigitation to make it feel like a cool breeze has like struck the back of the neck of somebody walking by, and just like tips his little head down and just like glares at the person walking by, just trying to look fucking scary. Just for fun.
Roll an intimidation check.
It's a 12.
It's a woman with like a tall pointy hat that covers her ears. It might be an elf, it might be a human, but she like tumbles and trips and like spills her hot chocolate all over her, or like a little bit on herself, and she's staring at you, and then she like hustles off away pretty quickly.
And then Cram looks over at Burgles and is like,
Sometimes you don't even need the rock. So much fun.
Nice. Burgles is like rummaging in his sack. And when Sylbrix comes back, there is a very worn, very dirty, like overshirt that he just hands to you. I think it's your size. It's from a corpse.
Oh.
Sylbrix gets up. I'm going to bed. I take my hot chocolate. And I just run up the stairs really quickly.
So as it gets to be bedtime, you now have 2 rooms with 2 beds with that conjoining door. How do y'all split up?
2 big beds. 2 big beds.
2 big beds.
I think if we push the bed through the door and get to push them together, we'll
One
have
very big bed.
Each room has 2 beds, so you have 4 total beds.
So we could take one of the beds from Rocky's room and put it into the other room with the other 2 beds, so that it's a triple bed and it's one big bed.
Yeah, for sure. You could. Absolutely. We're slumber partying down. That's the move?
Yeah.
All right. Solstice sleepover.
I think Cram probably has to sleep at like a 90-degree angle.
Sway.
I'm only 5'2", so I'm like in like bustle, and I'm like doing my exercise stretches.
Is it like
Good, that's
3
important.
beds next to each other, and then the 4th bed is like at the foot to head of the other bed? So Chrome
you can't
can, like,
interlock?
sleep this way,
Yeah.
and then we can like no, you can't. But like, there's if Crane's gonna really stretch out, it doesn't have to be like diagonal. There's just more. It's even those couches where there's like the long leg lounge section, and then where everybody goes. It's like that vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, Rocky's down for snuggle party. This is a good one. She's in.
Well, I couldn't tell because Rocky made a point to get her own room.
No, I did not get my own room. I got us a second room. So we have a place to dress, and a place to party, and a place to drink, and a place to sleep. One room is not big enough for all of us, but we should all stick together.
Smart.
So you all begin to settle in. You change into your solstice You have your hot chocolates. You tell your solstice stories of yore. And as you begin feeling whatever excitement you may have for the Waterdeep festivities tomorrow, you one by one begin to fall asleep, kind of in your own time. One of you might be up longer than the other, just so excited to be in Waterdeep for solstice.
Well, I think that Burgles, after everybody falls asleep, will probably make one quick trip downstairs to the common room to see if anybody has drank themselves dead. Just in case.
Good.
Just for research.
Give me an investigation first.
That's a 17.
Yeah, so you see Danica kind of cleaning the bar. That was the woman who talked to Sylbrix earlier. She's cleaning and tending, and there are some stragglers, but specifically kind of around the fireplace, there are like 3 lounge chairs, and there's a nice kind of tiefling couple that are like snuggled up on one of the love seats that have clearly fallen asleep there.
And everybody's breathing.
Yeah, nobody's dead.
Just gonna go back upstairs then. Just climb up from the foot of the bed and like weasel into the crevices.
Beautiful. Suddenly, it could have been a couple hours later. It could have been 5 minutes after the last one fell asleep. It's hard to tell, like when you're woken up in the middle of the night. But you hear a sound of small voices kind of muttering and arguing. First is, well, unfortunately, Brock, we don't have time to check the 5 half-orc. Come on, Miles, you saw those guys. Surely they can fight better than these weirdos. Come on, Brock, that's not very nice. Plus, I think Sif has a point. Those guys probably can't even see straight, and these are the only other people here who smell like heroes. And you've all kind of awakened at this point.
Heroes?
Miles! Hello. Are you heroes? Please, you open your eyes and you see 3 elves, but different elves than you've ever really seen before. They're not like small elves, and they're not like tall, elegant elves. They're somewhere on the smaller side, but there's something about their like sparkling skin and big eyes that aren't quite like an elf you've seen before.
They're Twilight elves.
Yeah. Well,
how are they, like medium? Are they little elves? Are they like what size
no,
elves?
I guess they'd be small to medium. Medium would be like taller. One's probably medium. This woman, a female elf, and the other 2 are a little shorter. Are you heroes? The woman says.
Yeah.
Are we heroes? Well, of course we're heroes, Sugar Plum. Look at this. Can't you smell our heroic essence? And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and do peppermint, like, out at everyone.
You hear one of them kind of nudge the woman. See, Sif, I told you they smell like heroes. That's the smell of heroes. They could do that.
I take my blanket and turn it around and like tie it around my neck so it's a cape. And like throw it out and like put my hands on my hips.
I mean,
Sylbrix Thornface, pleasure to meet you.
All right, one of the male elves. That one's kind of winning me over there. He looks like he could kick some ass.
Yes.
And then finally, you notice a 4th elf, more similar to the height of the female elf, just kind of like clearly stressed, not quite fully in the moment, just kind of in the back of the room in the corner, just like shuffling their hands, just kind of nervous. The woman speaks again. Hello then, heroes. My name I'm Sif, and these 2 smarty pantses are Brock and Miles, and Thrin is back there. Thrin's a little shell-shocked right now, but we're in need of heroes, and you seem to be with what we're left. with. Are you down for a little solstice adventure?
Did your other heroes die?
Not quite. We were actually hoping to be in Waterdeep, but Thrin Thrin got us here instead, which is close. A wonderful job, close, very good, but not quite where we meant to be. And you seem to be the most qualified. Yeah, well, yes, in town.
So what rewards are you offering for us to be heroes? Like, what is our goal, and what rewards are you offering us?
All right. Well, roll a persuasion check.
That is a 4.
I appreciate your excitement for treasure, but I need you to agree to this first. It's very hush-hush, very secretive business.
Well, then,
The rewards will make sense when you know what you're getting into.
can you promise me some nice rocks?
She looks at her friends. Yeah, we got rocks. We could do rocks.
I'm in.
I'm
you
nodding.
son of a
Like, rocks,
bitch.
yeah, rocks. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like this is some kind of like a deal or contract that you like to sign. Is that the kind of thing you're doing? If we've got to make an agreement before you can even tell us what the job is?
Not that so much. It's more of an honor system thing. There's like a list. I suppose it's better we're running out of time, so we should really just get to it. Can I just have a we're in from everybody?
We'll do it.
We're in.
Well, all right. I suppose somebody's got to keep everybody here out of trouble. I'm in.
She holds up a little black thing that looks like a rock. Cram, you're into?
Yes.
She'll toss it to you. Well, it's best I let Thrin begin, but you may have heard stories growing up about the solstice hero known as Santa Claus. Is that a story you're familiar with?
Yes.
I'm here to tell you he's real, of course, and we're in some trouble with and we've got to fix it, or the solstice will be less magical this year. Thrin, please, as best you can, tell them what you saw. And the nervous elf that's been kind of shuffling around the back steps forward, shuffles in from the back. I was finishing my wrapping shift, going to prep the sleigh. Bugbears, breaking tables, ravishing presents, sprites, prisoners, elves, ran, no Coco, no Santa, no Myra, found Sif, and then Sif kind of cuts him off. Thrin here is the Slay Master. Finding him was actually pretty key to saving the solstice. We were lucky, but again, shooting for Waterdeep and ended up here. As far as physical reward, sir, with the cape, I don't actually have much authority to offer in the way of physical rewards, but I can promise you nice list membership for life and one pull each of you from Santa's holiday bag of holding.
Oh, I bet there's some
I'm in.
really nice rocks in there.
That sounds amazing.
Rocky goes over and like kind of snuggles down next to Burgles and says, "So let me ask you something. Does that nervous guy look like he's a slay master? Do you think he's ever slayed anyone in his whole life? I think it's a pretty low bar that they've got for like someone who is a mastery of slaying. I think they need our help bad."
Seriously.
All right, for your own safety, we're in.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, well, we have to get a move on. There are still some people milling about downstairs, so she snaps her fingers and casts a version of Pass Without a Trace that smells like cinnamon and cloves as it goes off, and it allows you all sneak through the tavern you make your way downstairs and then through the back, and you see a small halfling man snuggled up against a bunch of horses in a stable, and then next to that,
what's his problem?
Then next to that stable, you see a beautiful sleigh inlaid with silver and gold, with crimson velvet seats, and Sif kind of is like, go, in, please, onto the sleigh.
Okay.
And we get on, and I kind of bounce on the seat, see how cushy it is.
Yes, Thrin does very good work.
Burgles expertly dives.
It's unnecessary, but I appreciate the enthusiasm and the speed. That's the mindset here. So there's just enough room for you and these 4 elves to squeeze into the sleigh. Which is not, there's no animals connected to this thing, but you do see Thrin as he kind of like magic hand signs at this little display in the front of the sleigh. And there's a bunch of glyphs and particles, sparks, and the sleigh begins to spin in place, and it's spinning faster and faster as the cold starts to whip your face, and the Sylbrix's cape is going around and around. And
Burgles barfs.
Burgles barfs. Cram, your little sack of rocks starts to like loosen up, and you lose a couple pebbles out of it.
Rocky is like at the front, just like holding on, throwing the horns, like yeah,
rodeo style.
Oh yeah, love it.
Now there's actually no snow here right now, but the dust that was at the floor, at the ground, starts to whip up, and then the smell of peppermint and pine begins to invade your nostrils. And after a few seconds of this, it begins to slow its spinning, and you kind of come to your senses a bit as the dust settles, and it's now a little more sparkly dust. It's colder, it's wet, and you hear holiday music playing from somewhere that you can't quite make out, and there's multicolored lights and candles that illuminate everything around you. Snow covers the ground, and you can see buildings that appear to be made out of gingerbread and adorned with candy. Nothing actually seems to be amiss. In fact, the entire scene before you is joyful and merry, all except for the column of black smoke rising from what looks like a factory at the end of the candy-cobbled lane leading to the south. And Sif kind of stiffens up and, welcome to the pole.
That's what you call it.
Does the smoke look like something's burning, or is it just like smoke coming from a chimney?
Something's burning, and it's not so much like this whole factory looks like it's on fire, but like little fires here and there, kind of situation.
I pull out my great axe, and it's like, well, let's take care of business.
If the elves and I will stay back and guard the sleigh, before I forget, the first part of our deal, and she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small purple velvet bag that she like whips once, and it instantly becomes a bit bigger. You may each pull one gift from the bag, only one as agreed.
One each, or one just for the entire group?
Of course, as was agreed.
I reach in.
Roll a d12 for me.
Payment in advance, huh?
Well,
just half now. You'll get your nice list membership once
3.
A 3 is a frosted snowman cookie. It is a sugar cookie shaped like a snowman with frosting and sprinkles on top. And when eaten, it restores 2d4 plus 2 HP.
Healing cookie.
Next, please, quickly. We're running out of time.
I'll go. I'll grab a thing.
9.
Oh, 9. You, okay, so 9, you pull out a red fur-lined coat. You will be the life of the holiday party with this baby. No ugly sweaters here, only the height of the pole fashion. Red silk with white edging. You get +2 AC and Charisma, resistance to cold damage.
Wait, +2 AC and Charisma?
+2 AC, +1 Charisma, and resistance to cold damage.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That is.
So my
I got a cookie.
Charisma is 21.
I guess.
Yes. Sign me the fuck up. 6?
6. You pull out an unmelting ice shard. It's a shard of ice, roughly 5 inches long, shaped like a knife. It feels cold and brittle, but it does not melt. Like as you're holding it, it doesn't start to melt in your hand. Sif says, "Be careful with that. When it's shattered, the shard releases a burst of cold. Will kind of engulf you. I don't know actually why that's in there, but also you roll a D100 when it bursts, and there's a wild magic surge from it.
If it's not supposed to be in there, shouldn't I draw again?
No, it's really best that somebody you can have that.
No, I mean in addition. I'll just keep this somewhere safe.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, okay. 10.
We agreed to 1 pull per person. You cannot swindle Santa's elves. Enjoy your ice shard.
All right, that's right. 1 pull per person. All right, here we go. I rolled a 1.
A 1. A 1 is a lump of coal. When burned,
Look, Cram, a rock.
Oh, it's pretty nice.
When burned, anyone within a 5-foot radius recovers 1 D2 HP. There you go.
Yeah, I think she pulls it out and she's like, I can't believe it. A black magical rock. If only there was someone here who really needed a rock. Cram.
Cram already has his coat on. And he's like posed really nicely with it and goes,
I would take it off of your hands if you would like.
and he like blinks.
Wait, when you said 1 per person, does that include our allies that are going to be assisting in the battle?
Oh, what allies do you refer to? I thought there were only 4 of you.
Because right here, don't forget. And then Raucous casts Mage Hand, which for her, she's like, my ally Socrates. And she has a sock puppet that is her Mage Hand that comes up. And is like, isn't that right, Socrates? And the Mage Hand goes back for a second. He's fearful and strong and certainly easily as deadly as your Slaymaster. I think he's got to get in there and grab a thing too. Because he's going to help. Aren't you, Socrates? That's right, Saki.
We're heroes.
I haven't decided if I'm going to pickpocket something out of or into her.
I'll do Rocky's thing first. You hear Brock, the one she introduces, Brock, go, yeah, those half-orcs doing the eggnog keg stands aren't sounding too bad now, are they? Says, roll a performance check.
All right. That's 15 plus 10, 25.
Good lord. Well, if Saki's really gonna do something, just be quick about it, please.
All right, and then Saki dives in, and Saki rolls a 9. 2.
2 is a nose of everlasting light.
Oh, I think it's on Saki, like on where the nose would go.
It's like stuck to it. It's a round, soft ball that emanates a red aura. Some would even say it glows. When worn, it emits a red tinted light source for 30 feet radius, and stealth rolls are made with disadvantage.
Perfect. Saki, you're going to lead the way.
Burgles, what was that?
Oh, I just hadn't decided whether or not I was going to pickpocket something into or out of her pockets. And I think I want to pickpocket into her pockets.
All right, slide a hand check.
Yeah. Ah, can I say that?
For sure.
9.
She got a 3.
Great. Excellent. At some point in her future, she's going to put her hand in her pocket and she's going to find the discarded remnants of a wrapper with something chewed inside of it.
Lovely. Okay. I like it. All right. Well, you all have your first prize, I guess. Sorry about the coal, sir. And the bag. It's just kind of the deal. But as you can imagine, the trouble lies south. Please be swift. Santa is running out of time. We'll be waiting and ready for him. So what would you like to do?
I will lead the way, and I just whip my cape around, and I move very quickly to the south.
I want to grab onto the cape.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
You know how like in the snow, and you have somebody riding like the 4-wheeler, and then there's a rope bring.
Oh, for sure.
This is like me pulling Burgles behind
There's
me
just
in
like
the snow.
the footprints make 2 lines.
And Cram will look over at Rocky and be like,
You want to ride in style?
and grab
Oh,
the
that
patch
sounds-
off of
Yeah.
his robe of useful items and rips it off, and out comes a riding horse saddlebag.
Oh, neat.
I look back and I'm like, it's right here.
Yeah, you were not far.
Well, we're gonna ride a horse there.
But as you ride your horse or walk or ride Sylbrix's cape, you notice that there are various holiday gifts littering the ground around town, just like wrapped presents with bows. They're just kind of scattered everywhere, almost probably in some like they interrupted some sort of like assembly line to put things near the giant tree in the middle of the city. As you approach this big gate in the courtyard, you get a better view of the workshop, and you see that it is a red and yellow building. You notice that it's painted to kind of look like it's a giant wrapped present with red paper and yellow ribbon. And as you look at it, there's what clearly used to be 2 heavy wooden doors. One of them kind of hangs off of its hinges, and the other is just gone. And you can smell burning wood, and there's some crackling, and stuff's been going down. Do you approach the workshop?
Yes, we do.
You better smell so nice, Cram.
Whee!
Do you condition?
I'm gonna burst in.
What?
As you approach the workshop, Sylbrix, roll a d6 for me.
4.
4. And then Raucous, roll another d6 for me.
3.
All right, you see to your left as you pass through the threshold of the gate, 3 kobolds, but not kind of your average typical kobold. These are frosty winged kobolds. They have icy wings, and they're scaled blue, and they've got various weapons, and one has a torch, and they're burning presents and this kind of stable nearby to the left, and they're laughing and get them, no toys for those kids.
Burgles wants to throw his ice shard.
Okay, the one you just pulled from the bag.
Yeah,
All right, beautiful. Let me.
it's still in his hand. He's got to use it before he forgets about it.
For sure. All right, so you throw. First, roll the hit, I suppose. Are you just trying to hit one of these kobolds?
Trying to concentrate it at the one with the torch, so that they'll hopefully be forced to stop burning things.
Cool. That's the one with the red border.
You forgot we had a map. 9.
9 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so you miss the frosty kobold, and it pierces the like a bale of hay right in front of him. Roll a D100.
Oh, heck. Fuck.
I gotta
Damn
find a wild magic surge table.
I gotta find my other die that I threw. 44.
All right, so this ice shard finds purchase in the bale of hay, and from the back of it, a little poison gas cloud shoots out, and the creature that you tried to hit is now poisoned. And he just starts coughing. Bad, and the other two are kind of panicked, and they look around and they see you, Burgles. Bad, get, no save. Roll initiative.
It's shoveling time.
Yay.
I shovel well.
I'm the
Shoveler.
Shoveler.
Burgles, what'd you get?
My dice are like, fuck you, we haven't seen you in 8 months. I rolled an 8.
8. Raucous.
11.
Sylbrix.
10.
Cram.
7.
All right.
We are so prepared for this.
Soup's prepared. All right, so it is the kobold's turns first, and the one that was poisoned is going to go first. So he's got the torch in his hand, and he tosses it onto the stable behind him, and pulls out an icicle spear, and goes to throw it back at you, Burgle. That's a 15 to hit.
15 does hit. That is Burgles' armor class.
Excellent. For 9 piercing damage, or 9 bludgeoning damage, actually.
Damn, ow.
That is that one's turn. This one that is closest sees Sylbrix over there, and he's gonna come kind of around the corner of this gate. He's gonna, rather than throw the spear, he's just gonna try to stab you with it, Sylbrix.
Okay.
8 to hit.
8 misses.
8 misses. This last one is gonna kind of get some distance. Or no, he's gonna get up by his buddy and do another spear stab to Burgles. And with pack tactics, oh, you know what? I didn't give disadvantage on the first one. I'll give disadvantage to this one. So he's just rolling straight, and he gets a 10 and misses. That's the Frosty Kobold's turns. Raucous, you're up.
Raucous is going to say, see you inside, Cram, and like basically springboard off of Cram's shoulders to bounce up here, and then slide past Sylbrix. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. And she's gonna get up here, like right outside of the range of the 2 kobolds, and then she's like, "Hey, have a look at this!" And she pulls her, she has like a cloak over, and she like pulls it open like she's flashing him, and she casts color spray.
Fantastic.
So they
Do I need to make some saves?
Yeah, so go ahead and make a con 16 save for both of them, because they're both in my 15-foot cone.
Got it.
Sound like some holiday pocket sand.
In fact, the one in the back probably is too. I think all 3 of them might be in that cone. I don't know how to draw.
If it's 15, I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say that.
Yeah.
Great. So they all make con saves.
Flash all of them. The dazzling array of light.
14. The highest was a 13.
All right. Well, they have all failed. Then
Excellent.
16, so they're all blinded until the end of my next turn. So they all have
bad woman, bad. They're all just kind of fluttering about. They don't know which way's up, but they're still flying. Anything else, Raucous?
Yeah, then she's gonna look over to Burgles, and she's like, Sugar Plum, I know you got this. I mean, I don't know if I believe in you, but I believe in all the rest of them less. And that's part of inspiration.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Is it a D6?
Yeah. And that's
I think it's a D8 if you're level 5, right?
Oh no, it is a D8. Oh hell yeah.
Oh, rad.
I forgot about that.
I wrote that on my cheat sheet.
Good one, good call.
All right, then Sylbrix, you're next, and then it's Burgles and Cram.
As a bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Oh, what do you know?
Okay. And I'm going to step up with my great axe. And I am going to roll at advantage because we're blinded, right? 21.
Okay. Definitely hits.
Slicing damage with the axe. I'm going to activate my cleave.
Oh, yeah,
Great,
let's do
mastery. And that lets me do another melee attack roll on a second creature within 5 feet of the first. That is also within my reach.
Cool.
So, and that is a 19 plus a whole bunch.
Yeah, that hits.
27. And I cannot add my ability modifier to the damage. And that is 4 points. But it's my great axe, so that's a +1, so 5. I have a +1 magic great axe. And so 5 points to that guy. And then I use my second attack.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Are you adding your
on the
rage
second
damage,
guy.
Ron? Are you adding your point?
Oh, no, I did not add my rage
Oh.
damage, so.
Good.
Barbarians in the house.
On level
Yes,
5.
go, baby.
What
Go,
is it?
baby.
What is it, level 5?
I think it's 2. I think I have 2 on my
2.
cheat sheet.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah.
It's +2.
So that's an additional 2 to both of those.
Additional 2.
Great.
Great.
And
Poor guys.
the second guy, that is a natural 20. So how do you do crits?
The same way you do. Double the dice
Okay.
rolled. Double the amount of dice rolled.
Let's see, 11 plus 8, 19 plus 7, which is 26, plus 2 for rage.
Jesus.
28.
Yeah, so this is the one you hit with your extra attack the first time, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So this one, you slice off both wings at the same time, and like he instantly turns into like an ice version of itself, and then just falls to the ground. And there's like basically just like an ice sculpture, kobold on the ground.
And I step onto it and crush it as I prepare to.
The other 2 can't even see what's happening. They're just still screaming and flying around in place. Blinded. One's also poisoned. Anything else, Sylbrix?
No, that's it.
All right. Can you do cleave twice, or is that just?
I'll do it once around.
Okay, cool. Burgles, you're up. Then Cram.
Burgles is going to use his magic shovel to form a sneak attack on the other blinded one, right? Because one of the blinded is down from getting his ass handed to him. Yeah.
They're all blinded, actually.
Which one was the dead one?
Yeah, which
The one that's gone now.
Okay, great. So yeah, she's gonna sneak attack shovel. She's gonna try and like shovel him in the calf real hard.
Yeah. Advantage for sure.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 19. So.
Yep. Good. That'll do it.
Oh man, it's been so long since I've had sneak attack dice. 16 points of damage.
This one's also dead for sure. Are you a shovel stabber or like a whacker?
Stabbers. Yeah.
Great. So very similarly, you stab this thing with your shovel, and like the instant that its life is gone, it turns into like a ice sculpture of it, and again falls to the ground. Cram.
So Cram is up on his horse.
Yeah.
He comes a little closer and he goes,
Ha ha ha! It's time!
and reaches into his bag of rocks and grabs a rock, and lines it up and casts catapult.
Okay.
Which is choosing one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds. And that object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose. And I'm choosing directly at this fellow.
You've made a bullet. Okay.
I have, and if the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I imagine it has disadvantage on that. If it even gets to make it at all.
It does say that.
Yeah, he fails.
Yeah, great. So he's gonna take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
From a rock? Oh no.
Yeah.
Those poor kids you were throwing rocks at earlier. Oh, suddenly that's so much less innocent.
I was gonna make a
Not that it
joke about
was,
having to
but-
bury them.
15 damage? Oh, lordy. You pelt this the way it, like, it's flapping around in place, and, like, it just happens to kind of face your direction and just, like, full on right in the big kobold snoot. Just, like, the worst rock. Like, this thing's bloody nose, like, you know, already blind, but, like, would be pinching its nose. Still alive, but just kind of, like fluttering, just, like, just can't even make sounds practically, just sad. It is anything else, Burgles? Or Cram.
No, it just goes, yeah!
So this frosty kobold kind of on its literal last legs and in a panic because he's poisoned and blind. He's going to attempt to use his chill wind attack. So he makes a 15-foot cone in a direction, and I'm gonna roll a d12, and like he's trying to aim for you guys, which I think is in like the 10 o'clock to 11 range on a clock. So if I get a 10 or 11, I'll say he faces the right way, and anything else, it's the wrong way.
That's true.
I got a 12, so he's just a little too far north, and he misses you all. But you see this, his wings flap really hard, and he's like giving everything he's got left, and it makes a big snowy push north, but it completely misses all of you.
Poor buddy.
Raucous.
So Raucous, Raucous is like, well, there's only one of them left. Should we give him a chance to surrender? To maybe, you know what I think would be good? There's such a mess here. Maybe this one could be put to some good use and go clean up all these presents and rewrap them. And so she'll yell out and say like, hey there, Snowy Kobold. I think you should go and clean up all this mess that you made, fix all these presents and rewrap them so they can be sent out to all the little children. And I'll cast suggestion.
Oh, what save is that?
That's a wisdom 16. DC 16.
Well, it rolled a 2 and it has a -2.
Excellent. So for the next 8 hours, or as long as it takes, that's what he's going to do.
Cool. This sad little injured blind poisoned kobold.
Oh, now
First,
he's not. The blindness goes away at the end of my turn.
Oh, the blindness
so
is gone.
now he can
Okay,
see.
cool.
Yeah.
First, it throws up like snow. It just like kind of and like a snowy gust kind of comes over its mouth, out of its mouth, and it like sadly kind of flies past you all and like looks at you all with just a really confused look in its eyes, and you see it find its first president. And it picks it up and kind of looks around. It's like a little unwrapped and disheveled, and there's a bow that's ripped. And he like licks his hand and like tries to stick the paper to the licked. Yeah, I think we're out of initiative there.
Yay!
Yeah. So 2 icicle sculpture frosty kobolds, and 1 is trying to fix presents.
I think that went really well.
Burgles wants to smash up these statues and see if they have anything on their persons.
Cool. You don't need to roll for that. They have completely turned to ice. Even like their belongings are ice. So it's just ice shards.
Are any of their ice belongings separatable from their bodies?
I mean, everything's kind of like one large block of ice. Like it's like a ice sculpture. So not really.
Okay.
I mean, you could like try to chisel out like a shoe, but it would just be like a frozen shoe.
Yeah, can I just
Ice.
like chisel off a couple fingers?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put them in my pocket.
Great. Icy kobold fingers. Icy kobold fingers. There it is.
Shall we go inside and see what the trouble is in the workshop?
Yes, I think.
Let's go. And I just immediately zoom into the...
At every possible opportunity.
Are the doors big enough for the horse to go in? Because I'm on the back of the horse with Cram.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
This first set of doors, they were large doors. Again, one is on its hinges, and the other is on the ground somewhere. But you go through the front door, and this is the lobby, of course, of the workshop. It has kind of the vibe of a comfortable, cozy cabin. It's warm and inviting, and the room has dark wooden floorboards. There's cozy wallpaper bordered in red and green, and the walls are decorated with a variety of holiday images and artifacts from all sorts of different cultures. Some you recognize, some that you've only like ever heard whispers of, and some that are completely unfamiliar to you. Just all sorts of holiday decor around. This door is actually wide open, and you kind of see into what looks to be some sort of kitchen area. And then it opens up to the left over here, where you see lots of chairs and benches overturned and broken. There's a pile of unwrapped presents on tables that are smashed and burned. It looks like some sort of crazy, exciting gift giving gone right, except for the destruction, and the context is just all terribly wrong. And there's a large holiday tree up in the corner as well. Where would you like to go?
Burgles wants to disengage from Sylbrix's makeshift cape and, like a little gremlin, scurry into the kitchen, the little room.
I'm going to kind of go around to the curve and look up toward the tree and just stand guard. Make sure nobody's coming this way while they do.
Perfect. Real quick, Sylbrix, you now notice, once you kind of get a better view, the tree that you saw a little bit before is actually on its side and kind of cindering. You can tell that there are pieces of it that are on fire. Some of it, the fire's kind of going out. And Burgles, in this kitchen area, you see cakes and pies, and then even more cakes are just smashed everywhere, almost like a weird kind of painting style. There's hot cocoa powder pouring from jars. There's overturned mugs. There are marshmallows smashed, and everything is just sticky and messy. And you see a door across from you as well.
Burgles is going to take one step back and close that door.
Oh.
Tree on fire.
You try hitting it?
I'm not getting close to it. I haven't seen anything to hit yet, other than a tree. And it just seems like it's on fire. Do I see anything weird about the tree? Is there something in the tree?
Roll a investigation check.
Investigation. That's a -2. That's a 1. That's a 3 -2, so 1.
From where you're at, it looks pretty much just like a tree tipped over and on fire.
I just look back at Burgles. Tree is on fire!
Burgles is gonna head over to the tree and start with the flat of his shovel, trying to, like, pat it out.
Raucous will run up behind Burgles while Burgles is doing that, and then just cast Prestidigitation, but I'll let Burgles think that they're putting the fire out.
Beautiful.
Wait, I can do that too! And I have Druidcraft, and I can make some of the fire go out too.
I'm
Go ahead, Cram.
gonna run up, reach underneath my my red coat, beautiful red coat, my most useful item, and rip off a patch and throw it at the tree, and it is a 10-foot pit. So,
So the tree just like falls down 10 feet. It's like a Bugs Bunny hole.
it's a cube, actually, but yes. 10 foot.
You do that, and instantly revealed hiding behind the tree was a trio of elves, similar to what you saw earlier. And what Sylbrix and Raucous kind of heard some sniffling before are now just full on, oh, whoa, the tree, oh my god.